Previously on Don Voyage, we introduced to you guys the Cospas-Sarsat System and its relationship to our EPIRB. So on this video, we're going to talk about the activation and the testing of our EPIRB. Let's go! Alright, so we already done discussing the principles behind our EPIRB, how it works, the satellite system behind it. Alam na natin, thank you to our GMDSS manual for that information. Now, I would like to make a walkthrough dito sa EPIRB natin. Okay, so here on board we have a Jotron Tron 60S GPS. So ito yung brand namin. So on the ships you will be boarding in, maaring iba yung brand, but basically it's just the same equipment. So di mo magkakalayo yung operation nito. But nevertheless, never forget to take a look on your manuals. So here, dinala ko yung manual ng EPIRB namin. So this is the user manual of our Jotron EPIRB. Okay? And we will be taking a look, what is the recommendation for testing our EPIRB. Okay? So, let's check. Ang EPIRB natin, on the equipment itself, it's clearly stated on the operations on how it's being used. So, ayan, in case of distress, first step, you just have to pull out this ring. And once you pull this out, pwede na nating put yung switch dito on the on position. And this will now send the signal to our satellites. Another way to activate this in case of distress is by the HRU. Okay, so the HRU, ano ba yung HRU? Okay, HRU is a hydrostatic release unit. So I have a sample here. Okay, this is the expired one. Yung pinalitan na namin yung sa EPIRB namin because the one in the EPIRB is a new one already. Okay, so this is a sample of our HRU, okay, or the hydrostatic release unit. Okay, so here we have a hammer. Okay, this is a hammer HRU which is designed specifically for our Jotron na EPIRB. Ayan, nakalagay specifically hydrostatic release for EPIRB use only. Okay, so this is designed that once it reaches a depth of up to 4 meters, ayan, let's check on the box, nakalagay dito, ayan, release before 4 meters, ayan. So once it is submerged 4 meters below the water line, yung pressure na nakikreate ng water to this hydrostatic release unit will automatically release this, ito, i-release niya to. Okay, and once it releases itong lock na to, kasi ito yung nakaano, diba, dun sa pinaka box niya or yung cage niya. Okay, so once it releases this lock, it's going to release yung cover niyan and it's going to set this free. Okay, so once this is free and submerged underwater, you see these two contacts dyan, yan, 1, 2, this one and this one, yan, parang magnet. Okay, so yung contact na yan will be under the water kasi it will be floating upright. Syempre kailangan yung antenna nasa taas. Okay, so this one will be in contact with the seawater. Okay, and magkakaroon ng contact yan, dalawang yan, and it will activate the EPIRB and automatically send the signal to our Cospas-Sarsat system and give the information to our MRCCs and the MRCCs to the RCC and send the search and rescue units sa ating distressed vessel. Okay, so that's how it works. So once this EPIRB is activated, according to our manual, to our manufacturer, our EPIRB can run to up to 48 hours, active to 48 hours when activated. Yan. So, ang battery lifespan nito, once you activate it, it should run up to 48 hours. But of course, if you can run extra more hours, then that will very big help for the vessel in distress, actually. Okay. So, how to test this? Ito yung instructions on this site, test. So, what do we need to do first? Ang sabi dito is hold 15 seconds. Okay, so this switch we have to put on the test position for up to 15 seconds. Okay, and then we're going to see a flash dito sa strobe of light dito, no? So how do we know if it's okay? Then if it's okay, you're going to see one flash. So according to our manual, to know that if our test is passed, no, there should be one flash. It means it's okay. So ibig sabihin, if there is more than one flash or if there is no flash at all, then there's something wrong with our EPIRB. Then after that, you have to inform our manufacturers about this in order to check what's wrong with this EPIRB. Okay, so we will test later and hopefully we will see one strobe of white light dito sa tip of our antenna. And one more important thing, it is recommended to do our testing once a month only. Okay, kasi if you're going to test this every once in a while, it's very not good for the battery of our EPIRB. It's not advisable to do so. Ayan, test will reduce the lifetime of the EPIRB battery. Of course, we want to minimize the usage or the testing of this EPIRB so that we can maximize the battery life of this in case of a real emergency. Okay, so we already finished discussing the principles behind this. Now let's go to the testing, no? I will show you guys how to test this and you will see how it's being done. Okay, most important dito is that the test should be done in the first 5 minutes of the hour because we don't like to impede on the traffic dun sa mga satellites natin. So the testing of our EPIRB is very important that it should be done in the first 5 minutes of the hour. Okay, so it's now 0203 hours in the morning. Okay, so this is perfect time to test our EPIRB. Okay, so it's the first 5 minutes of the hour, so hindi tayo makaka-impede sa distress traffic sa ating mga satellites. Okay, so what do we have to do again? We have to keep this switch on the test position, okay, for at least 15 seconds. So let's do this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that is our EPIRB. It's working in good condition. Now let's try to put it back to its proper position. Okay, so this is where we store our EPIRB outside, no? So in case of emergencies, it's going to float free, okay, dun sa water. Okay, so on our ship, it's located on the port side bridge wing. Ayan, so dito. Okay, so let's try to put it back. So that concludes our video on EPIRB. Hope you guys learned something today. If you guys are interested on my videos, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell. So our next topic will be about SART, its operations, and how to test it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Fair winds and following seas to everyone. Don Voyage.